Welcome to another Drunken Alchemy Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eldritch.
And I'm RabidRae. So what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're going to be featuring E&J Brandy, specifically the Grand Blue VSOP, as a nice warm winter or any time of year really comfort drink.
But yes, fall and winter, it's so good.
But specifically,
so nice.
There's just such a nice fruity smoothness to it.
Let me read
I love it.
the bottle here, because I have a nice big bottle.
Go for it.
Right here.
Yeah, I only have the little one.
But yes, the thing on the back reads, with warm, inviting flavors of vanilla cream, maple, and old cherry. E&J VSOP is crafted in the style of fine European brandies, aged in barrels of seasoned American white oak to achieve a bouquet of sweet and brown spice. Only the smoothest of these barrels are chosen for E&J VSOP. It is this exceptional care and patience that creates such a satisfying and full-bodied brandy. Experience the smoothness of E&J VSOP. Yes, thank you. I'm pretty sure it's like very. What is the VSOP? It's like very smooth old there you go. Very
pale.
smooth old pale. Thank you.
Yes.
I always forget, and I just call it VSOP. It's the VSOP stuff.
It's old pale. Yes.
But this stuff, it really is so smooth.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got one of those little sample sizes whatever ago, and we tried it, and we're like, holy shit, we like brandy now.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was an immediate response. Like, oh, this is amazing.
Immediately. Now, as with
what they don't say as the note in there, I also always notice an appley note. So I'm just gonna throw that in there too. I taste apples.
But yeah, it's still it is such a good one. They definitely, the E&J, they do have other brandies. Which are also good, but I think this one is still the favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's fucking delicious. Obviously, best.
I will never not want to drink this stuff.
It's nice. I mean, you get like a little shot, sip on that for till it's done, and you just get nice and warm and cozy.
Just
like it's a great little sip and drink. Yes. Again, best warmed, which is why we've termed it crotch booze, mainly because no. Hear me out. It's not what you're thinking, okay? Pervs, jeez. But no, again, we have the little sample size bottles and stuff like that, which are basically flask sized. So they're great to just, fill up from the main bottle and keep with us for gaming and everything. But again, brandy is much, much better warmed up. So what we just do, since we're sitting in my basement and it's cold, we just stick that little tiny bottle between our thighs and then voila, crotch booze. Gets all nice and warm after a while and, just gaming a little bit. And then it's like, hey, time for a sip. And then it's great and glorious.
Fastest way to warm it up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You have stuff like that. You have the little sample bottles and stuff like that. Something you need warmed up quick between the thighs.
Right. And again, the flask size, it's nice and flat, so it's not
it's
really
not awkward.
Uncomfortable. I have a bottle between my legs right now.
Are you happy to see me, or you got a bottle of booze between your legs?
It's a bottle of booze.
It's a bottle of booze. Oh, God. I haven't even started drinking yet. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah.
Again, still working on that coffee. But I will say...
I mean, brandy and coffee is a thing.
Also, a nice bit of brandy in some tea when you're sick. Also great.
Oh, God,
fantastic when you have a cold. Holy shit.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Super nice. But yes, so that's the drink of choice for the evening, and also again the highlight for
Yes.
this episode.
I'm just singing the praises of Brandy
Yes.
right now. That's fine.
But yeah, again, I don't think either one of us ever knew how much we would really enjoy Brandy, you know, because
No.
for the longest time, like it was like vodka, you know, and
Right. And before that, the only brandy I think I had tried before was Corbel, which is
I don't
fine.
think I mean, maybe I've tried it, but it didn't leave an impression on me because I don't remember it.
Exactly. It's
But
fine.
yeah.
But it's not,
Yeah, this stuff is just so good though.
it wouldn't ever be my drink of choice. Be like, well, it was okay.
And this
This stuff is great.
yeah, and this stuff it has a very peculiar and specific, like my body has a reaction to it.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I can take the tiniest sip of this brandy and my mouth instantly floods with saliva. Like I just start drooling over it. That's how much my body's like, yes, give me the brandy. It just wants it. So I was like, I'll take a sip. Yeah, oh my God. You know, it's ridiculous. And it happens like every time now. Like I have to prepare for it.
It's Pavlov's
It is
spell.
Pavlov's brandy. It's just holy crap. It's ridiculous. But again, the stuff is very good. So, you know, just need to make sure I have a towel handy.
Yeah, I guess. But that's the featured
Yes.
booze of this episode. And now on to the
The ramble of the week.
topic of the day. Yes, the ramble topic. We're going to talk about a specific, really terrible, dumb movie that everyone should watch.
That's a great way to start.
It's called Hurricane Heist. I mean, I don't know how else
Yeah,
to
no,
intro
honestly,
this
yeah,
thing.
that's really like the best
But-
way. This movie's so bad, you should watch it.
I can't. This movie sucks, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
But it was the funniest movie I saw
Oh
that
my God,
year
yeah.
that it came out. I mean, I didn't laugh anywhere near as hard at anything
Yeah.
else, including things that were supposed to be funny.
But yeah, Hurricane Heist,
I-
like, oh my God. They killed it in a way that we're still not sure if they intended to or not.
It's so hard to tell.
Like-
It almost feels like two different people were fighting each other for whether this was going to be serious
Oh my
or
God,
not.
Yeah.
So, I don't
But yeah.
know. It almost feels like somebody was playing a practical joke on the audience because the title alone tells you what kind of movie it's going to be. You know it's dumb. Of course it's
Yeah.
dumb. It's a heist during a
Yeah,
hurricane.
it's
That was already like
Yes.
just the promo alone was like, "Oh, I have to see this. This
Yeah.
looks dumb as shit."
because like okay, the IMDb thing for the Hurricane Heist, which
had
came
no
out in 2018, so it's not that long ago.
Yes.
But yes, and yeah, it's the simplest little synopsis. Thieves attempt a massive heist against the U.S. Treasury as a Category 5 hurricane approaches one of its mint facilities, and that's all they give you, because that's all it is.
Oh boy,
But yes,
that's selling it way
oh
short.
yeah. But yes, this movie it stars Toby Cabell, Maggie Grace, Ryan Quanten's in it, and like a whole bunch of.
Is it Cabell or Cabell?
I don't know. I
hear
don't
it
know.
Both.
I'm not really sure.
I hear people
But
say it both
I
ways.
enjoy him.
Apologies.
Yes, sorry, dude.
For
I don't.
mispronouncing your name.
I don't know. Toby Cabell, Kibble. I don't know. He's wonderful, and I enjoy
He's
him
great.
in
Yeah.
so many things.
Anytime he shows up, he's
Yeah.
a delight. So.
And you can tell, like he you know he enjoys acting, you know, and it's just like, yeah, hey, you know, he can be in stuff that like you know stuff that is good, and other stuff that like is not so good, you know, like this.
But he's always
Yeah,
great,
his
so, you know,
performance
there's that.
fantastic. Maggie Grace fantastic. Like
Maggie Grace,
Those two-
fantastic.
on their own, like it's like there's...
They could have carried a much more
Yeah.
serious movie. They absolutely
See,
could.
that's the thing.
I'd still watch
It's like
them.
there were two different movies going on. You know, you had
my
those
God.
two
At least.
together, which were like their chemistry was great. You know, like they were awesome.
Yeah.
And they're all doing stuff, and like that's fantastic. And then you go to the people doing the
And
heist,
doing their best with
and what the fuck?
the terrible
Oh my
dialogue.
god, yeah. We'll get back to that.
Because, oh my god. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Ooh.
There's a major point
Yeah, we
there.
got notes.
I
got
got
notes.
notes.
But yes, again, it's just
Because holy
I don't
shit.
know. This is one of those movies, like, we're talking about it not because there's, like, necessarily a drinking game involved, but
I can't figure one
it's
out.
a great
No.
movie to watch if you are drinking. Because it's
You
hysterical.
kind of have to be
Oh
drinking.
my god, it is kind of painful sober. It's kind of painful sober.
Yeah. It's also a movie not to really watch by
I was-
yourself because it's less fun. You need
I
friends.
was just gonna say, watch with friends because
Yeah.
then you can
This is a
then
party
you can
movie.
suffer together. But yeah, I mean,
At the very least, I mean, the best drinking game, if you're drinking with enough friends, is take a shot every time someone in the room says, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
about the
yeah,
movie.
exactly. Because there's gonna be so many moments
Because
where shit just does not make sense at all. Whether it's dialogue or like the actions that they're taking, like why would you do that? Why is this necessary? That doesn't even relate to that other thing that you were doing. And you know, it's just it's like they were, you know, they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this crazy movie. We're gonna have a bunch of action sequences, but I don't care if they make sense. Just do it.
pretty much. And some of the action worked.
Yeah, some of it did.
Some of it was pretty fun.
Other stuff was like, that's not how physics works. Or
Exactly.
no,
That's not how anything
no.
works.
It's not. But yeah,
Which is why I don't know if the movie makers were
I
fucking
don't
with us or not.
know. I don't know if they were not fucking with us, then
Then somebody's really
oh my
dumb.
god. Again, this is the kind of movie where, you know, you have a couple people in there that are like good actors, okay? And then it
Yes.
seems like, oh, hey, we just called like so-and-so's cousin to come in, and like these random people we saw at a cafe. Hey, come on and be in our movie. We need to fill out the cast. Like
The first people who auditioned.
yeah, like the
yes,
range in
we don't have time
the
for
range
this.
in talent is noticeable.
Oh my god.
It is noticeable.
I mean, at least the leads
Yes,
are good
yes,
actors.
the leads are good. The leads are good.
The major roles are filled by people who are good
Yeah,
performers.
side characters, not so much.
And- Holy shit.
I mean, when you get people who are like, yeah, I'm acting, and then you know, someone else is like, I'm reading my lines right now.
Yeah.
It's just
It's a noticeable difference. Again, she's not the worst I've ever
No.
seen, but she's not good.
No.
I have seen much more
Oh,
like
yeah.
wooden
Oh,
plank
yeah.
acting.
Oh, and then
Man,
there's the kid in the beginning with the fucking
Jesus Christ.
because there's the whole setup of the movie basically is that like here's these two kids and like their dad was driving them home and there was a storm and everything and like dad's like, oh my god, yeah, kids get in the house, like I need to get the truck in, like
Yeah.
like there's a huge hurricane,
idiot.
you know, and just mega storm happening, and you're sending your kids to run into the, you know, like to go in the house and take cover, which they don't.
Right. And while you go back
Yeah.
out and
Mess with your
No.
truck, like that's already dumb. But yeah, dad
Right.
gets killed
I
because of the
he gets killed spectacularly. A silo breaks off and rolls over him.
Yep, and the kids are just out the window. No, daddy. And the house goes all crazy because it's like getting picked up in the storm and shit, and like the kids are
Right,
getting
because they didn't go to the fucking
No.
basement. They're just watching out
Yeah.
the windows like idiots.
But yeah, that one kid just with the fucking lip thing. Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's hard to
don't-
describe
yeah.
because I'm sure they told the kid to like look sad and
Yeah.
scared and upset and quiver his
he
lip.
didn't
Maybe
know how to quiver his lip. again, you have to see this movie just to understand the pain of watching this.
I can't
like, what are you doing? You're just like, it's like he was like,
what are you doing with your mouth right now?
In and out, like his bottom lip, just like it's the weirdest fucking expression. I don't know.
I can't.
Again, it's hard to translate.
I can't even imitate it. It's
over just audio, so there's just no way.
Yeah.
But still, again, it starts off, and that's the thing, and like kids grow up, and it's like years later,
and he's no. You skipped one of the best parts of the storm right there. What scared him so bad?
I did.
Yeah. See, after his dad died, he saw a skull in the clouds.
Because I'm a hurricane.
The face of death
in the hurricane clouds. But yeah, so that's how the movie starts.
So already, that's
how it starts. These kids watch their dad get killed, and then get tossed around their house, and then see
he's trying to fuck with his truck in the middle of a hurricane and gets rolled over by a fucking silo. That's what kind of movie you're in
it really does set the stage for the ridiculousness of the movie. But yes, once it actually like officially starts, that's like the prologue, officially starts, the older brother, like he's the weather guy, like he's a storm chaser, like, meteorologist and stuff, like.
And it's the other brother's a fuck up.
Yeah, he's a big old slacker. But yeah, and he's like, looking at all the weather stuff and being like, oh, hey, yeah, this hurricane's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad,
Oh, yeah.
And,
And don't forget to insert a little, 5-second commentary about climate change in there
yes,
somewhere.
they did manage to toss that in. They did manage to get that in there. They're like, hey, you know why it's so bad? Climate change.
Shoehorn that in here.
Again, it's like, that's our moral. Yay, we're done.
Make it about something. Okay.
Okay, now let's go. Yeah.
Okay. Did we get that out of the way? Good. Message achieved.
But again, so he's, he's there and he's like, trying to get his brother out. And meanwhile, the town's being evacuated. And, the cops are like, yeah, we got to make sure everybody gets out safe.
Yeah, they fully evacuate the town. They make sure this time.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, people driving giant truckloads of money that is to be disposed of is coming into the town.
And I love how they don't give a fuck because it's like, oh, traffic jam. Oh, because people can't move a car out of the way and just clear the road. Oh, no, we have to take our big semi and run through a cornfield and destroy people's crops because I got a job to do. It's like, what the fuck?
Yes, she's so serious.
Like, you're an asshole.
Kind of.
But yeah, so that's the money that, again, the money that's being transported to the treasury that's there to be shredded, like destroyed. That's the money that they're, the heist is for. They're gonna capture that and be like, yeah,
the money that they're just gonna throw it away anyhow. They're gonna shred it.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't harm nobody.
I think the plot point that makes the most sense in this movie is the cops in town are in on this heist.
Exactly.
I'm like, okay. That totally tracks.
Because they have to go with the whole, we're cops, we don't get nothing, and like, we're just not getting paid enough, so we're gonna take what we want, blah, blah, blah. It's like, But still, again, ridiculousness ensues. Because, again, there's a storm, and then, the people come in, and they, like, take over the place, and... Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
But, yeah. Major plots aside, I mean, there are other little tidbits that do matter to some extent, but then they sort of don't. Because I think they were trying to establish that our main bad guy... was never trying to hurt anybody. He just wanted the money. Because they went in with, like, non-lethal weapons and
like
shit like that.
And shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, eventually it didn't matter because it's like, fuck it. But so I don't even know why that was a point to begin with.
Again, it's like they had
to make him less of a bad guy than the cops. I don't
really know.
I'm not
like
sure.
I said, it seemed like there were two different movies going on. It's like two people wrote scripts.
Yes.
And then
they mashed them together.
It's like, we're acting on script B, you're acting on script A. Okay. That's why, sure.
It's like a 7-year-old with like a He-Man toy and a Barbie doll, just like smashing them together.
And then they went and did this, and then this thing had to break, and then this was over here, and then the town flooded, and then that's how the story kind of felt.
Yeah, there was a lot of and then how that story flows exactly, and then this happened, and then this happens, and then this happens.
Ridiculous. But I think one of the worst and sort of favorite parts of the movie.
Oh, the best part of the movie. God.
The fucking tragic hackers. Now, this is highlighted because it is so bad. Again,
it's baffling.
These hacker people, like, again, not the greatest of acting. But
and the contrast is astounding because the dude way over the top.
God, yeah.
He is overacting
hammed
shit out of every scene. And the chick, she's a little wooden, very, very.
Again,
I'm reading my lines
exactly,
and stuff.
But yeah, my God. But then there's the dialogue. I'll let you take it away since you have the notes. I'm gonna have a sip of brandy.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. So, first fucking line they come out because they can't get in. We have to establish that Maggie Grace's character, she's the one who takes her job like super serious. And we've established how serious she is about this, and there are stacks of money laying around because the shredder has been down for question mark amount of time, and it's just like laying around and not locked up for whatever reason. So she gets nervous about that and changes the lock code, which wasn't supposed to happen. That the hackers had the code, so they were gonna hook up their little tablet or whatever the fuck and just enter the code, and it's not working. So,
sorry.
Yes, why is this happening? And somebody changed the code. Oh no, what are we gonna do? First thing he says, in reference to actually like quote unquote hacking, is we have to substitute an I/O device by loading a Hungus driver routine into one of the monitor's wormholes.
Isn't that like the most insane fucking thing?
What?
Like, the first time we watched it, we both were like, wait a minute.
Did he just say wormholes?
What? Into the
Yeah.
What?
I had no idea.
It's the most insane attempt at hacking. Sorry.
I'm like, did he just have a stroke? What happened?
Oh my God, sorry. I'm like, again, I mentioned the whole drool thing. Like, I took a big swig of brandy before you. Oh. Swallow a bunch here trying to talk. But yeah, I'm glad.
Oh, you knew that line was coming, though.
So I took a big swig right before you said it, which I'm glad I managed to swallow that before, because otherwise it's, oh God. That's the kind of, like that line, it's just, what? It's like, why are we talking about wormholes? Okay. Like, and what does the monitor have to, what?
All of those things are nonsense.
Yeah.
All of them. There is no part of that sentence that made sense.
Nothing. So yeah, it was just it kept on like that kind of consistency with with any time he was like, oh yeah, I got to do this, like, and just. I know you wrote down, some of the other ones too, but that one was like,
right. I mean,
that was the opener.
They're attempting to hack. She tells him maybe we ran into a verbatim, which is again an unnecessary word to use, and probably not quite what they meant either, because a verbatim tends to be a physical object, which I don't think was the problem.
I know, when you're attacking, like
an electronic black box or something like that. That's really what that is.
Yeah, it just keeps going from there.
Yeah. They're just continuing to try to quote unquote hack into this thing because they don't have the code anymore. Mm-hmm. She tells him to try a zygomorph. I've looked this up.
We had to. Like, the last time we watched it, we paused and we're like, no, we gotta look this shit up. Like, what kind of ridiculous shit are they saying right now? And does it even remotely have anything to do with computers?
It does, but not computers that we use anymore.
Yeah, so it's like, why are you trying to just...
A zygomorph is a string separator or a terminator, generally used in Fortran, which, if nobody knows what that is, I don't blame you. It hasn't been used in decades. It is an old computer language that came before BASIC, and it was generally used on punch cards.
Yeah. So again, what the fuck? Like, these...
Are they fucking with us? I have to know.
I need to know. But yeah, again, it's like
I'm
the
not sure.
writers...
I can't be sure.
Like, it just seemed like these are, like the writers were like, they have no idea about anything computer related. And then somebody asked their great uncle or something. They're like, hey,
hang on, let me look in the hacker's dictionary for some words.
It's like they just came up with random stuff. Like, yeah, that sounds good. Sure. Instead of actually looking up anything that remotely sounds realistic. I don't know, man.
Or getting, a consultant.
I know. Shouldn't be that hard.
Who can program.
Yeah.
No. All you need is somebody who knows a little bit of computer programming, and they can be your consultant. It's not
Well,
that
like
hard.
I said,
they didn't need to be doing this.
Again, this movie came out in 2018.
This is like 90s hackers.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
The internet is
in
easy.
An age when most of us know
you can Google
little
shit.
bit.
But no. No. And this is why we drink, folks.
Oh my god. Those hackers. Holy shit.
Again, they are the most...
I mean, the dialogue, the performances, they are the best part of this movie. I laughed my ass off when I finally wrote down that line.
And thoroughly...
I probably didn't stop laughing for a solid 5 minutes.
Gone. She was gone. It took a while before we resumed that movie. Because, we had watched it recently... because we wanted to talk about it again. It's like, let's have a stupid movie night.
Right.
And have some booze and just drink and
I was
chill.
Absolutely determined to pause and write down that line.
Yeah.
Like, no. I have to know every word
exactly.
of this.
I mean, we even turned on the subtitles for the shit to see, it's like, okay, we'll make sure we get all this right. And it hurt. It hurt to know.
Oh, I know.
It just hurts. It's like, it's so bad. But again, that movie, it is hysterical because it's just a crazy action movie and heist movie and natural disaster movie.
So they didn't need any of that shit.
It's just such a ridiculous, it's such a ridiculous movie. And there are parts where they're so bad and other parts that are okay, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Hey, I enjoyed, as silly as it was, the whole hubcap thing.
That scene was amazing. That scene was amazing. Let's start using hubcaps as...
There just happened to be an entire bag of hubcaps hanging there.
But what happens is the main character guy, he uses hubcaps and throws them like frisbees in the however many mile per hour winds.
100 mile an hour.
And throws them at the enemy who's shooting at them and everything. So you get these giant metal discs just flying at you. It's like, okay, that's actually valid. Use some like lightweight debris to like throw things at people. Like, all right, cool. But still.
As for the rest of that
the rest
scene,
of that whole setup is so
like, how
so
are these
bad.
people even still standing up?
That's another thing too. We have these super crazy winds and like, okay. But everybody's standing still just fine.
Right. It's like vehicles are getting blown away, but they're
totally
just
fine. They're not
standing there
slipping or anything. Oh, it's so great.
Yeah.
Again, they didn't have at no point did they have any kind of quality control or consistency, like.
Because physics.
Oh
what
my
are
God.
those? Speaking of the mall scene. The hell is physics?
Oh my God. Okay, we're kind of jumping all over the place in this movie right now, but again,
I know, but
there's so many.
To be fair, there's not much to the plot. We already told you what it's about.
But again, there's so many different scenes in this movie. There's like, oh, this is this action sequence, and then okay, now we're gonna move over to this action sequence, and again, it's and then this happens, and then that crazy thing happens,
tied together by a complete gibberish from the hackers.
But yeah, again, it is still one of those just absolutely ridiculous movies that you can laugh your ass off with friends and just enjoy a night of stupid. Like you don't have. It doesn't require any thought. Like...
In fact, it's better if you turn your brain off for this.
Again.
Because otherwise you'll be doing what we're doing right now and picking apart all of the things that don't make any kind of sense.
You'll make yourself angry if you try to...
The cell tower.
Yep, I know.
They think they can stop the hackers by bringing down the cell tower that they're getting their signal from.
And yet...
But as far as I can tell, they're in the building and hardlined into
they
the
have
vault
access
that they're trying
to
hack,
the system, so there's no need for a
It's not like they
signal.
need Wi-Fi or a hotspot or
none
anything.
None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. This movie is ridiculous.
So it's a major plot point, too.
It's so... Oh, my God. It hurts. And the more... I think, like, the more we talk about it, the more, like, those moments just really, really shine as just being bad. And, like...
Wow.
It's just... Oh, my God. Again, I understand, like, the movie business acting. It's a hard thing to get into because there's, like, a zillion people trying to act. So, you get a movie, you're going to
And honestly,
do stuff, but
kudos to everyone who was in this movie because...
I mean,
I think they had fun.
I mean, they made a movie. I can't do that. Like, kudos to you. But yeah, it's just, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a movie that I will keep watching too.
Just, every now and then, you just need to.
It makes me laugh so much.
Just need a good laugh. So again, I guess those are
people as helium balloons. Fucking what? Watch the movie if you want to know what that reference is.
Yeah, you'll figure that one out real quick.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that kind of
take a drink.
I think that kind of sums up this week's rambles. So again, the highlights were E&J, Visop Brandy. It's delicious stuff. Again, so good. Even that one sip, like just. Okay, it was a big sip, but like still, it's just so nice and relaxing, And I'm probably gonna have another one after we stop here because we were talking about this movie and all the stupid stuff that just doesn't make sense, and my head hurts. So I'm gonna like soothe that with some more brandy. But yes, so go out there, get yourself some brandy, and watch the Hurricane Heist and laugh your ass off.
Yeah, get your friends.
Oh my God.
Watch this movie and be fully aware before you get into it. None of it will make sense.
Exactly. Oh, man.
But, yeah, honestly, if you go in with the right mindset, this movie is fucking great. I have been entertained every time.
And that's the thing. It's a movie you can watch multiple times. It's not the worst film that you watch it once and you're like, oh my God, never again. But
no, it's not painful in that respect. No. It hurts your brain if you try and make sense out of it, but
yeah, beyond that, yeah.
I mean, like any other dumb film,
Yes, enjoy.
It's funny.
Enjoy, drink responsibly, all of that stuff. I don't know.
Yes. Follow all the alchemy rules.
Yes, follow the alchemy rules. Follow us and, hit buttons and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
please.
Do all that stuff.
Like, subscribe, whatever the things are.
Just do all the things, okay? Cool.
We'll figure that out.
And we'll figure out what we're doing next week. Maybe next week we can actually talk about, like, an actual drinking game.
I'm thinking of a movie right now, actually.
I'll put that in the notes so we remember.
Yeah.
But yes, until next time, I suppose.
I know the very one.
So people will have to...
We'll leave that as a mystery.
People have to pay attention and listen to the next one.
Tune in.
But yes,
Woohoo!
Until then, happy drinking, don't die? I don't know.
Happy alchemy. Bye.